Spider-Man, transform into the big monster. Iron Man, transform into the big monster. Captain America, transform into the big monster. Thor, transform into the big monster. Hulk, transform into the big monster. Black Widow, transform into the big monster. Doctor Strange, transform into the big monster. Black Panther, transform into the big monster. Scarlet Witch, transform into the big monster. Hawkeye, transform into the big monster. Ant-Man, transform into the big monster. Wasp, transform into the big monster. Captain Marvel, transform into the big monster. Vision, transform into the big monster. Deadpool, transform into the big monster. Wolverine, transform into the big monster. Silver Surfer, transform into the big monster. Daredevil, transform into the big monster. Star-Lord, transform into the big monster. Groot, transform into the big monster. Falcon, transform into the big monster. War Machine, transform into the big monster. Winter Soldier, transform into the big monster. She-Hulk, transform into the big monster. Quicksilver, transform into the big monster. Storm, transform into the big monster. Gambit, transform into the big monster. Rogue, transform into the big monster. Beast, transform into the big monster. Jean Grey, transform into the big monster. Cyclops, transform into the big monster. Iceman, transform into the big monster. Colossus, transform into the big monster. Professor X, transform into the big monster. Jessica Jones, transform into the big monster. Luke Cage, transform into the big monster. Moon Knight, transform into the big monster. Blade, transform into the big MOSTER. The Human Torch, transform into the big MOSTER.